So Christian Welsh takes out the Melbourne Storm. Harry Grant on deck. Roosters out in front of home fans. Famous sight to come down the race from the members' stand here at the SCG. Triple header on Fox League on this Saturday, same on Sunday. Underway, game 3 on Super Saturday. Tupou the catcher and Roosters in possession. Smith had done the work, 11 away. Roosters now chance for opening points. Their much maligned, much analysed attack. What do they offer tonight? Smith on the left, along, and Manu gets within 2 metres of the line. Hughes, Smith, Kamikamitha all there. They shorten him up a little. Warrior-Hargreaves spins off Welsh. Welsh is groggy. Not sure where he copped the knock. Now to the right side, intercept. Coates, a sprint is on. Xavier Coates, he's got Keary covered, has he? He's away from Keary. Chased by Ponga. Coates has got enough. Xavier Coates for Melbourne runs 90 metres. And then a little bit of tacking to get it round closer to the posts.
Well, the Roosters look good down this right side, and it was Luke Keary who tried to lob a pass over the top to find Junior Ponga. It's a Roosters try. Warrior-Hargreaves spinning off the tackle from Welsh. You said Welsh was groggy. I was keeping an eye on the ball, Vossi, and it was Sandon Smith that tried to float one over the top, and Xavier Coates, 6'4", leapt in the air, pulled it out of the sky, and just had too much long-range speed for Junior Ponga and Luke Keary. Great stuff from the Queensland winger.
It's a great leap for the intercept from Coates. It was moving that ball, and he's jumped high, caught, and then goes on this sort of run. There is no shutting down early. It is full throttle all of the 90 metres for Xavier Coates, which doesn't often happen. Sometimes you can... Or often you can close it down.
20 metres short of the try line, I thought Junior Ponga had him. It looked like he was levelling up with him, but then...
So Meaney has the shot. Xavier Coates hat-trick against the Roosters in round 6 and often running tonight. It's a 6-0 start for Melbourne through 13 minutes. James Hooper on the sideline. He's with it. Junior Ponga. Back he comes. He copped one maybe across the head. The way he went to ground. Play on the call. Now Keary. Tupou, offload. Keary explodes. Too quick for his teammates. It all unfolded in the blink of an eye, and there was no support. Billy Smith couldn't keep up with Keary. He was motoring. Smith across field. Needs a straight runner. No one gets close. He's tackled 9 metres away from the line. Radley, a dummy half. Roosters with 3 tackles left in the set. Manu back across to Keary again, then kept alive. They won't need the set. Tupou, the giraffe, is over in the corner. It ruled set restart for inside the 10. But still the Roosters on the back of a big charge downfield, sweeping right, sweeping left. And Tupou finishes it.
We haven't seen much of it this year. The pass from Keary wraps around Daniel Tupou, does a great job to get one arm free and offload to his 5'8". You're right, he was too quick for anyone else in the Roosters lineup. No support there. Billy Smith got there late. They come right, then back to the left. Set restart was called as they were passing the ball. Beautiful stuff. And Tupou, who started it at the other end of the field with a great offload, scores in the corner. Manu ball playing quick hands from Butcher. Smith to Tupou into the corner. That's the Rooster way, Andrew.
138th try now for Daniel Tupou. And in his most recent game here at the SCG, he came up with a try double as well. Now, Victor Radley's about to be put on report, we're told, for an elbow on Cameron Munster. So Melbourne with the ball. He's never far from trouble, is he, Victor? Sims to play it here, 15 metres out from the line. Grant, Hughes, inside ball, McDonald Roosters defence needs to find a way to repel the Storm here. 2-point game. Munster just drops it off. They're hitting the line hard. Big tackle made there by Brandon Smith. Oh, hitting the line hard. Hughes has almost run over the dead ball line. He was flying through. And the Roosters defence sliced and diced.
Luke Keary had his eyes on a player on the outside of Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes just accelerated into a bit of space that was offered. Look, there's Butcher. Look at the distance between those two players. Keary had to head infield to try and stop Jerome Hughes. So the gap between Keary and Nat Butcher inside him was about 7 metres. No wonder Jerome Hughes accelerated because he could see this huge hole. Lots of time left, and the Roosters have looked good. We will show you the
Victor Radley incident in a moment. Watching on Fox League, this is what came to the attention of the referee, obviously via the bunker.
That's what they're staring at the moment. Nathan Brown penalised for just holding down too long. Remus Smith with the tap and runs into the Roosters' defence.
So Roosters averaging 16 points a game this year. At the moment, Melbourne have 12 on the board. And they're 40 metres away from their line. Super Saturday here on Fox League at the SCG. How ruthless can the Storm be? Harry Grant to Cameron Munster, still looking for his headline moment. Hughes to Asifa Solomona. He put up the bumper bar there. Just outside the 20. Now Meaney drifts across to the left side, it's headed his way. Munster with it, kicks over the top. Here comes Coates, it runs out and maybe play on. Sprinting at top speed. Xavier Coates. Atkins has a try. Bunker will have the final say, but he is sent off the legs. Is the impression of the man in the middle.
This will be a try to Xavier Coates. Munster just drops it over the defensive line. Ponga makes a play at the ball. I don't think there's a touch from Xavier Coates. This angle will show it much clearer. I think he just misses it completely.
Yeah.
And it comes off his thigh, and unless it's brushed his arm or his forearm as it comes down in between him.
Well, it's come off his groin.
Well,
I mean, if you want to know where it hit, it hasn't hit the arm. And it's play on, and the put down is fine, and Melbourne have gone bang, bang. There's one for you, and Meaney's kicking is spot on, and just like that, it is Melbourne 18, Roosters 4.
There's an air of desperation about this for the Roosters.
Yeah, and have to go short drop out. They need the ball back here. They're up competing, but Warbrick too good for them. Melbourne have it 18 metres away from the line. Now the Roosters fans are getting white knuckles hanging on.
Oh, he's through.
Oh, straight through. McDonald.
Lindsay, let go.
He was like Steve Jackson for Canberra, 89 grand final. Back it goes. Hughes, short pass. Roosters regroup. Radley with a tackle on King. 5 from the line. Grant Kamikamitha. Roosters goal line defence. Under the pump. It's a blast furnace out there for them. Hughes, Asifa Solomona.
Good legs tackle there, Nat Butcher.
It was important. Grant Tubby, he's too good. The craftsmanship of Harry Grant seizing opportunity. He's been great tonight and scores another one for Melbourne.
Just look at the footwork here. Number 19 came onto the bench as a late replacement, gets around, almost gets to the try line. Lindsay Collins makes the stop. Asifa Solomona bulldozes his way, quick play the ball. Harry Grant, green light, run through Collins, past Warrior Hargreaves, beats Joey Manu across the try line.
Oh.
And Harry Grant, power.
Now, Warrior Hargreaves will be copping a fine for a trip there. I don't know how many fines Jared's allowed to have, actually. But he's gone the trip. I mean,
it's all leg,
he can fund the economy of a small country, can't he, now, with all the fines he's paid? I mean, that's an attempted trip by Jared. hopelessly wrong-footed.
And they started the second half. They were down 6-4. That's all. There was only a 2-point difference at the break. And they opened up with a couple of fantastic sets. Opened up the Melbourne Storm a number of times.
And Collins there with Swali'i and Waria Hargreaves. Last tackle play. Munster is the kicker. No, they're going to run it. Right across Melbourne. Play on. Now a ricochet. Tackle count restarts. The Roosters, they dead set will have to look up Google to find out what the rugby league ball actually is. I mean, they just can't get possession here. Ball right across the line. Smith on Smith. The 21st time tonight. Billy tackles Remus. Now Hughes for Grant. For King in front of the posts. A nice night to get the 6th try of his career. Munster's calling the shots left. Hughes is right. Threats both sides. Grant goes right. Kamikamitha. Good low tackle. Butcher's been a shining light in defence tonight on most occasions. King with the ball. Does a bit of dancing. Melbourne not quite in sync in this set. Last tackle play. Away goes Harry. Gets it to Cameron. Kick for the corner. Here he goes. 2 hat-tricks. Xavier Coates does the hammer. Hat-trick. Earlier this year, round 6. Hat-trick, round 20. He's gone 6 on his own against the Roosters.
A 6 again call. And then Cameron Munster, when it was all over, just threw one up. As the ball went up in the air, you knew that Xavier Coates was going to win the fight for it. Perfectly positioned kick. Xavier Coates on the run. Junior Ponga. I feel sorry for Junior Ponga. What else could he do? Couldn't do much. Standing his ground. Xavier Coates was 5 foot over the top of him with arms outstretched. Pretty good.
He gets a mention on the Fox League commentary, but Coates, what about that, eh? 2 hat-tricks, the flying Xavier Coates. And for the Roosters, this is grim. This is very grim. It is now 30 points to 4. Give yourself all 3. Give yourself a Super Sunday on Fox League tomorrow. We'll make it entertaining. And Sunday night with Matty John show tomorrow night as well. Roosters attacking Smith. Keary across. Tupou is going to equal Minicello. It's a lone highlight on the night for the Roosters. Daniel Tupou.
Fantastic stuff. Luke Keary again, just creating some space for the outside players. And it was Billy Smith who just pushed it out there to Daniel Tupou. Barely got a touch on it. Just kept the ball on its way. But Keary's speed, which it has done on a number of occasions tonight, has troubled the Melbourne Storm defence in and around the ruck. Just gets on the outside of Asifa Solomona. Gets it out the back. Oh, it's Joey Manu just makes the touch. Beautiful hands there from Manu. Just flicking it out to Daniel Tupou, who scored both Roosters tries tonight and squares up with Anthony Minicello.
So Roosters one last play. Well, it'd be something if Tupou scored in the last seconds and break the record tonight. Still a mark that needs to be celebrated. Brown, they're coming across Tupou's way. Here's Keary on to Manu. Manu not able to get away from Jerome Hughes. Ooh, he didn't get his foot to the ball. Now Keary on to Brown, up near the post. They will get the last try, and Wong has his first. So on a night where Tupou goes to 139 tries, Wong goes to 1. Gets his first. Yes, it's some consolation scoring the last 2 tries, converting both of them. So they've saved, well, I guess you could say some embarrassment on the scoreboard, but it's another defeat for the Roosters. And while it's a little glum, Craig, your team is still top 4. Trent Robinson has a load more problems than you have to deal with. Full time, Melbourne Storm 30, Sydney Roosters 16.